In today's tutorial, I'll show you how to design this functional SodaCan tab opener from scratch in TinkerCAD that you can customize, 3D print, and sell. Let's jump right into TinkerCAD and get started. All of these shapes that you need and that we'll be using today will be in TinkerCAD already, so you don't have to worry about looking for any additional files online. Let's get started. This is what TinkerCAD looks like for me. Remember, it is tinkercad.com. It is online. You don't have to download anything. You just have to go on the website and make an account, then you should be good to go. I recommend TinkerCAD because it is very beginner friendly. If you are just starting with 3D designing or 3D printing, you can play around with the different shapes that they have and even add your own if you'd like. The first thing I recommend is to change the name of your project, just so it's easier to navigate for later once you go to print it or if you want to save it. There we go. For today's project, we're going to make something easy. We're just going to make a flower and make that into a SodaCan tab opener. And the only shape that I'll be using is the heart shape right here. On the right hand side, you'll see all of these solid objects. These are your shapes that you can use to build different kinds of things, and there's more shapes. They have a bunch of different kinds of available shapes for you to play around with, or you can import your own up here. So if you have a file, an STL file that you like to import into TinkerCAD, you can do that through this button. And the stripe shapes that you see up here are holes. So once you group things together, these will cut holes into these solid shapes. First thing we're going to do is drag a heart onto our canvas. The measurements are in millimeters, so by default it's 26 millimeters by 28.33. You can also turn off your snap grid if you don't want it to snap into place. You see, if I try to move this, it kind of snaps into place. However, you can turn that off if you want precise placement. The first thing I want to do is make the petals around. So I'm going to change the color of this to be pink and resize it to whatever size you want. If you want wide petals, you can make it wider. However, if you want more skinnier, narrow petals, you can make it skinnier. And then you want to copy and paste that, so hit Control C and then Control V. That should paste it, or hit Control D, which duplicates it. Now I have two hearts, and you want to turn it so that it's sideways or at an angle, and I'm going to have it about at negative 67.5 degrees, which is 3 of these boxes. So 1, 2, 3. Then I'll center that. I center it by making sure that the points touch each other up here. Don't worry about up here because we're just going to group them together. And do the same thing. Duplicate that, turn it 3 boxes. Try to make sure that you have the same angle for all of your petals just so it looks cleaner. Match the center. There you go. Also make sure that there are no gaps in between the petals. This looks good. Hold down your mouse and drag it to select everything. Then group them together using this Union Group tool. You can always rotate your petals to make any fine adjustments if you'd like to do that. And then group. This is what it looks like. There's like a tiny hole in the middle, but don't worry about that because we're going to put something in the middle to cover it. I'll drag another heart and I'll put it right on top. I'm adjusting my height so that it's about 1 millimeter or 2 away from the base. Feel free to resize your heart if you want it to be smaller or larger. And the easiest way to align both of your shapes is to select both of them. Hit this button right here or hit L on your keyboard to center them. Like so. After that, you can select everything and then group it together. If you want to save your project as multicolor and not as one solid color, you click this color button, and at the lower left it says multicolor. Make sure you turn that on after you group them. That way you can save it as an OBJ file and print in multicolor. This is the shape that we have. The next step is to create the cutout on the side where the tab of the SodaCan will be inserted into. You can do so by using this box shape right here, and you make a rectangle that is wide enough and long enough for the SodaCan tab to fit in, and the depth to be however you desire, but just keep in mind that for your depth it has to be long enough so that the SodaCan tab fits all the way through and not too short to where it's only holding the top of it and it won't really grab the SodaCan tab for you to open it. I actually made my own and saved it into TinkerCAD, so I can just click on it and add it to my canvas. I also have a bunch of other precisely measured negative modifiers or negative cut files, or if you want to make SodaCan tabs or fidget clickers or NFC keychains. If you want to grab that precision cut bundle, I'll link it down below for you. It'll make designing much easier and faster. That way all you have to do is use the file to cut holes in your design and you're good to go. You want to line it up at the corner of your design, so hit this lower left circle and that should align it directly at the bottom, and then center it. Do you see all of this extra space up here? We don't want all of that extra space, so we don't need it. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease the height of my soda can tab design. That way I don't waste so much filament. I don't want too much extra filament on these sides here, so I'll make it more narrow. Another thing to keep in mind as you're designing is you want to make sure that all areas are grayed out like this. If you have an area that's not grayed out right here, that means it'll stay solid and this won't cut through it. So when you go to group it, you'll have a weird solid wall right here that you don't want. I'll move mine forward just enough so that it covers the entire front. As you're designing, you don't want the areas to stick out on the top or bottoms because then a hole will be cut through your design. You want to make sure that it is covered just enough like that. One more thing I should mention is notice how my hole cutout is at an angle. You want to have this at a slope because when you go to use your soda can tab opener, once you slide it onto the tab, you need the tab to lift up. That is why we have the slope here. So when you push this through to insert the soda can tab, it lifts it up. That way it's easier for you to actually pull the tab open. If you don't have the slope, it'll just be a straight line going through and it won't really lift the tab up, and that's what you want. You want it to lift the tab up before you open it. Once you're happy with everything, select everything and then group it together. Now you should have the little cutout where the soda can tab will be inserted into. After that, you can go ahead and export it. You can export it as an STL for solid color or as an OBJ file if you want to print in multicolor. Then you are done. This is the final product. If you'd like a more detailed guide for how to make your very own 3D printed products for your small business, I do have beginner friendly courses that teach you how to make different kinds of products that you can add to your small business to boost your sales. I'll link that down below. I also have so many other tutorials here on the channel if you'd like to watch those and keep on learning. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like button. Let me know what you'd like to see next so I can make a tutorial for you next, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video.